What's going on, guys? Welcome to the game that you overwhelmingly wanted, Rust. So, this is going to be episode 1, part 1. I haven't really decided on what I'm going to go with yet. But die, piggy! Die, piggy. Die, piggy. So, I need to kill this pig for cloth, I need to kill this pig for food, and, if you're wondering why it's so red, that's just what the nighttime hours kind of look like, and, that's just how it looks like, but the sun is rising, as you can tell. It's definitely going up because it's not as red as before. And they actually patched since I made the video asking you if you wanted to see this game. See on the right how the things pop up as I collect them? That's kind of a new patch thing. They also updated the options menu and a few other things. So I actually found this little humble area over here with a ton of materials able to be gathered, a bunch of animals, and a bunch of other stuff. So we should be able to get a good amount of supplies before we start to build our house. One thing that is actually with this game that is problematic is the, when you first spawn in, you're actually naked. You are completely naked and you can see man parts. That means I need to avoid people that are naked, because I do not want to do extra editing and have to cover up those man parts frame by frame, because that would be absolutely awful. I don't think they really care about the whole... I don't really understand what their thinking behind that is, but I think it was kind of like a publicity kind of stunt thing. I don't really know. I haven't really read the forums or why they did it, but yes, newly spawned in people have man parts. I actually have man parts right now. If somebody were to come kill me, they'd see my man parts, and there's no woman parts. You can't be a girl because that would be too far, you know? I don't know. The grass wonks out during while the sun is rising. I keep hearing noises. The grass actually wonks out when the sun's rising. Again, this game is an alpha, so they patched yesterday at the time I'm recording this, so you guys can kind of tell when I'm recording. See, as it says November 22nd. Today is the 23rd at the time of recording, and it will be posted on the 23rd, I believe, as well, so yeah. I haven't really decided where I want to build or what I want to build. I'm probably going to start off with just a simple little shed, and then I'll expand. There actually is someone that lives over here, and I bet I can become friendly neighbors with them, and I don't think they would mind, but for now we're going to try to avoid their house because we don't want to be too much of a hassle. And we need one more stone to make a hatchet. I don't think anybody's in this house. That's a pretty cool house, though. They got the metal door, which is much harder to break down. And there's progressively just better items as you get more into the game. Once we start getting radiation pills, once we craft a gun and get some ammunition, we can start crafting armor, and then we can cover up our man parts, and we can head on over to some radiated zones and kill some zombies and loot some gear. But before that, we need to establish a base and put down a sleeping bag in this base, and I need to remember what server I'm on. I'm not telling you guys my server because you guys could come to the server and loot my stuff, even if you're like, oh, just let us play with you, blah, blah, blah. No. It's not going to be worth it if I die like 4 or 5 times with like losing a bunch of my stuff. The game will just virtually become not wanted. Anything in these boxes? Nope, nothing. I think I actually... Yep, that just gave me the stones that I needed. Alright. So there should be like a craft button. I'm not sure where it is. It's usually just when you hit tab. I'm not sure why it's not there right now. Where is it? Is there like a button? Armor, inventory. How do I get to it? Oh, it's up here. Oh, that's weird. Alright, well, let's make the stone hatchet. So while we're making the stone hatchet, we can gather materials. This guy's house is actually... I just heard a bunch of gunshots. There's just so much stuff over here that I don't want to leave this area. There's just so much materials to gather, and we're going to gather as much as we can, and then we're going to get out of here because I don't want to get shot this early on. The guns in this game are actually really strong, really damn strong, so... you're going to hear a lot of clicking in this game because it's a very click mashing kind of game. Until we start building, of course, but you're gonna have to deal with it for now. So the adventure begins. We start with our Rust series. I don't know how long it's gonna go, or if we're ever gonna continue it, depending on its support. I mean, the 125 likes within 12 hours, 125 likes on the video. I asked for 50. That's freaking crazy. That really is absolutely insane. So this guy actually has the dumbest base I've seen. You can actually just hop through his window and steal his stuff, I'm pretty sure. Or we can break down his door if we can find it. Oh, his door's already open. Look at that. Alright, you got any goodies, buddy? Or did everybody steal all your goodies already? So, see how there was a door once right there? And this is actually a base that somebody has built. You can do multi-floors, you can... and the doors are locked. There's actually multiple ways in which you can defend. You can make multi-doored things, so it's much harder for the game to... or for someone to break down like multiple doors instead of just one. But we're going to decide on a building location. That might be a radiated area, but if it's not a radiated area, we can go in and grab stuff, but we naturally want to avoid zombies. One thing that we actually can do is we can take over these bases. We can take over these the game-made houses, and we can just block them with doors and put walls up around them. And we can use the already made houses for ourselves. And that's actually not the worst of ideas, but we kind of want to avoid placing things next to things, because if I build a house right here, there's a good chance that there's going to be people running in and out of this place, and they'll see my base and decide to want to break in and steal my stuff. So there's 2 rocks over here. We actually would want more rocks. We actually want more rocks because we should have enough. We should have just enough to build our first little makeshift shelter, for wood at least. And anything in these chests? I didn't mean to press escape. But we still do need some more wood if we want to start on an actual base with pillars and walls and stuff. So the first episode is basically just going to be talking and gathering. It's gonna be one of those series that has its little hidden gems, little moments of excitement, and similar to 7 Days to Die, how there's just random moments of excitement. It's not always exciting, but I will have conversations with you guys as I play. I might carry over conversations, and I'm actually quite hungry right now. Did I hear walking? I'm actually quite hungry right now, so we're gonna have to establish a base very soon. I do have food already. I have 5 chicken breasts that I got off a pig. Yes, I know, chicken breast off a pig, but it's basically placeholders. I don't know why the grass is walking out like this. It's actually quite annoying. I think that's from the last patch, actually. I heard that gunshot. Alright, well, let's get the fuck out of here. So that's a little radiated area as well. See, I'm kind of liking this forest over here. Building a base in this forest. Oh, we're getting radiated. We gotta get out of there. Let's head a little ways this way, but we're getting really low on hunger now that we're gonna have to eat very soon. There's actually a base right there, base right there, base right there. Usually you don't want to build next to someone because they might get a... Oh, zombie. Nope, nope, nope. We can't kill zombies right now, actually. It's too difficult. You need a gun, basically, to kill a zombie, and we don't have one. We can probably craft one with the items we have, but can't really craft it while I'm being chased by a zombie. But we gotta decide where we want to build. I don't want to just jump to conclusions and just build somewhere completely random. I want to actually think about where I'm going to be building. And then build there. I'm liking this field over here, but there's just so many other people. There's a bunch of other people built over here. Let's get a little bit closer to the coast, maybe. These could be all abandoned houses. They could have started them. They could have finished them, moved on, tried to go make a bigger and stronger base, decided that they wanted to change something about it, but they couldn't, and that virtually changes people's ideas. Ooh. I like it over here. Let's keep going. Let me change something real quick. Render quality, apply changes. No, that didn't really fix the grass. Maybe if we turn it all the way up. Neither did that fix the grass. That's fine. I mean, that's what comes with alpha. It's really wonking out. It's just when I sprint, though, when I stop moving, it's perfectly fine. I like it over here. Like right here. We're gonna build right here. Alright, so tab, crafting, and we need to build a wooden shelter. Craft. And once we craft the wooden shelter, we need to, indeed... I think we can set up lineups for things we want to build. Do we need to build a... I don't know, really don't know what a furnace does, but we do need to make a campfire. And that's what we will build next. Right now we gotta build the wooden shelter. Then once we make the campfire, we can put the campfire down, and then we can cook our meat with our logs. And animal fat is used for crafting as well. I want the door to open. Right, that's fine. That's good, right? And then we need a campfire. We're going to make the campfire before we make the door. We're actually just going to, I think, put the campfire outside. Because I'd rather put a storage chest in here for assorted goodies. Come on, campfire. I don't think anybody's really in this area, and I like my spot. There's actually a giant tower on top of the hill up there, though. Alright, so let's just... we're going to put the campfire in here. There's plenty of room. And I think you hold E open. There's already wood in there, but I think we can split. We'll put 55 wood in there, and then we'll put the chicken breast up there, or we put it in the cook slot. And then we ignite it. And then if we open it, this is being cooked. So we gotta wait here until it cooks, but while we wait, we will definitely make a door. We need a lot more cloth so we can go hunt some animals, but we're gonna make a door first. Make ourselves a wooden door. And I've been playing a good amount of Call of Duty lately, a lot of 7 Days to Die. And Rust seems like it's gonna be one of those games where I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna play it for like an hour or two, and then I'm going to have amounts of episodes recorded already, and I think it will be a lot easier for me, and hopefully you guys do enjoy the series as much as you thought you would. It's taking so long to cook. But we need food. Good thing I'm comforted. So in the bottom right corner, it kind of tells you a bunch of different things that are going on with your person. Here we go, we got ourselves a door. And it says that I'm comforted right now. You can actually be cold, you can... there's a bunch of things that you can be, and of course I'm hungry, and now I'm no longer hungry. The hungry meter is actually at elite right now, 1337. We're going to wait for more of this to cook, and then we're going to go on an adventure. We're going to have to put out a fire, though, so it makes it seem like nobody's home. Because that does, like, make an ambient light come out of the building. And you can see it from the corner. You used to actually be able to just walk into people's houses by walking into the corners of buildings. Used to be a little bug, and people would just get really angry over it. And, let's grab... I don't think it's really cooked anymore. Charcoal, type of resource. So, as you burn wood, you get charcoal. So, let's see what we can craft. Let's show you guys the crafting menu. So, we have all this stuff. Workbench, furnace, torch. Torch is not like you place it on walls. It's, something you hold in your hand during the nighttime hours to make it a little bit better. And I don't like how the steam thing actually covers up the health bar and everything, but I don't think they really anticipated it to be on steam forever. So this is the parts to the building. You make pillars, but you have to make a foundation first. The foundation goes into the ground, then you put the pillars up, and then you put the walls up on the pillars, and then you can have stairs, you can have ramps, you can have wood ceilings, you can do a bunch of things with your houses, and do I have enough cloth for armor? No, but we do want to make a... we definitely want to go find some more animals. And low-quality metal requires workbench. Let's see how much a workbench is. Workbench. Hey, we can actually make one. Let's make a workbench. And maybe we can craft some more things. Open, or take your charcoal, we'll take the food, and we'll wait for the workbench to be done crafting. And This is low quality metal. So I think that's what we make with this metal right here. Where is the metal? Metal ore. We use the workbench to make it into low quality metal. And then the low quality metal, my voice is actually cracking a lot. I think I'm getting a cold, I'm not sure. And then we have this, which we use low quality metal to make. And we can also make a hand cannon. We can make a hatchet, which is not like a primitive hatchet. Metal fragments. See, I don't really know how to craft everything, but hunting bow, we need one more cloth. A hunting bow would be good to have because we could kill deer with that. Come on, open up this. Grab more food. And now we have ourselves a workbench. Oh, didn't mean to eat my food. So there we go, we have ourselves a workbench right there in the corner. That's really cool looking, huh? I like that. And then, if we press this and we're near in the proximity of it, low quality metal, we need metal fragments. So how do we get metal fragments? I think that might be from running around and killing stuff or anything like that. So we get a wood storage box. Let's craft the wood storage box. We'll put it over here in the corner and put our goodies away before we leave. Because we wouldn't want to die with our goodies, would we? The problem is, if I die right now, there's no way I'm going to be able to find my way back to my house because I don't know the map yet. And that's a bad thing because we'd have to restart all over again. But for now, we're going to have to deal and we're going to have to go find a sleeping bag somewhere. And we're going to put away our animal fat, our charcoal. Actually, let's keep the stuff on us. We'll just leave the storage chest there. We're going to keep the stuff on us because we're probably better off dying with it than having someone just find our house and come back and we don't have any of our items. So let's go ahead. This is our little humble abode so far. And we're going to go sprint away and we're going to go find some deer or something to kill. They actually made deer just fast enough to get away from you when you're sprinting. And we need to remember where our house is. So we need to head in one single direction. So it's over here by the coast. This giant mountain's probably a good landmark to find if we do lose it. By the way, if frames drop in the video, in any of my videos at all, there is no need to tell me about it. I know it's happening. Somebody did say, please fix your video. The frames were like random. Well, I can't help it because, as you know, I play alpha and beta games and early released games and optimization and things like that are not substantially great. They're not like amazingly optimized yet for recording and rendering and all that kind of stuff. So frames are going to get dropped in the upload, and frames are going to get dropped in the rendering. Frames are going to get dropped all over the place for me and for you guys. So I can't help it. I wish I could help it, but again, it's just because I'm playing alpha and beta games. Really, I don't play anything besides Call of Duty that's not alpha or beta. This door's locked. This guy has metal doors on like every single floor, which is crazy. So if you break down one of these doors, you have to break down like another 5 to get all his stuff. He probably has his gear at the top floor, and he just has a bunch of doors blocking you from getting there, which is actually really smart and is what I'm going to end up doing. But we need to find animales. I did have that really nice field that had a bunch of animals, but that's really far away now, and I don't want to get too far away from base because I might get lost. We could always try and break into someone's house, but they all have metal doors, so I really can't do that right now. And we could head into one of these radiated areas, but the zombies are extremely difficult to kill with just a hatchet. I probably would die if I got into a zombie fight. Let's see if this guy's doors are locked, and if I can't open them. Hey, he's got a workbench. Can I take this? I know I can break it or something. Pretty sure I can break it, right? No, I mean, it's not really gonna help me by breaking it. I think you can't pick up stuff. Nothing really drops on the ground once you break it. So there's really no point in breaking it unless you're gonna steal his stuff. Like if you're gonna break down his door, that makes sense because you can go ahead and steal stuff out of his storage chest. Let's try to avoid that zombie. Ooh, there's actually a really cool chest in here.